pupils, how are you? I hope you are well. Nice to meet you. Now let's start our today's lesson. Today's theme is listening types. As our previous lesson, I explained to you writing skills. Today, listening strategies. Open your books and take your pen and copybooks. Write down the theme, listening strategies. Are you ready? Here we go. There are 3 important listening strategies. First one, question analysis. Second one, answer prediction. Third one, keyword clues. Okay, did you copy out these 3 strategies? You are excellent. Next one, question analysis. One by one, I will explain you. What is it? Before listening to each of the tasks, you will be given time around 20-35 seconds to read the questions they relate to. When analyzing the questions, there are 3 key things to note. First one, which section of the test are they in? What type of question are they? So next one, what sort of information do you need to listen for? Did you catch all the 3 questions? Every time, pay attention to this question. So, next one, question types. You will be asked a different type of question, selected from the list. Most types could appear in any of 4 sections of the test. So, here is matching. Next one, multiple choice. Note completion, form completion, table completion, sentence completion, and summary completion, short answer questions, and next one, map and plan labeling. So the last one, diagram and flowchart completion. Okay, did you copy out these strategies? Question. Okay, so here is one video file for you. You will be given information about question types.
IELTS uses a variety of questions chosen from the following types: multiple choice, short answer questions, sentence completion, note, summary, flowchart, table completion, labeling diagram, classification, and matching. Any of these 7 question types may appear in any section. So, not all question types will appear in an individual listening test.
Now, you have watched the video file and you have some idea about question types. Now you must be able to quickly identify what types of questions you are required to answer. Sometimes the introduction will tell you, or it will be obvious. For example, it is a plan or map that requires labels. Other times, you will have to look more closely to decide. So, let's move. As with everything, you will master with this practice. So, question for you. What sort of information do you need listen for? Do you know this answer? Okay, here is the answer. Knowing the type of questions will help you to predict the sort of information you need to listen out for. Next, answer prediction. How you can predict the answer? To predict an answer is to say what type of word you think. It will be based on the evidence you have. That evidence will be in the question clues. We have just been talking about and information in the questions. So, let's move. We will look at an example in a minute, but first, here are some things you may be able to predict. The type of information required: name, date, phone number, percentage, price, place, name. Don't forget these things. And every time pay attention to the name, price, place, and percentage. So, the type of word required, you will need pay attention, noun, adjective, and verb. So, the next one, synonyms or paraphrasing that might be used. For example, a half for 50%. Located in the countryside for ease in a rural area. So, here is an example for you. Sample question to illustrate the strategy prediction. Here is how can you predict. For example, name. You can predict here noun. And here postcode, it means you should write the numbers. So, here contents, clauses, it means you should write or adjectives or nouns. So, these are the answer predictions we can make. First one, name. 2, the college name. 3, a postcode made up of letters and numbers. 4 and 5 questions, numbers of measurement. 6 and 7 nouns, items in the books. And 8 numbers written as a price. Now, keyword clues. Item number 3 in the list of IELTS listening strategies is also to do with prediction, but particularly relevant for questions containing a lot of text as opposed to a diagram, map, plan, or table. What is technique? Why do we need technique for the reading task and listening one? Technique is to identify the keywords or phrases in the question. Why? Because the answers will very likely be synonyms or paraphrasing of this. Now, here is step 1, is to underline the keywords in the answers. You can just underline this one. Step 2 is to quickly think some possible synonyms as and related words to listen out in the audio. Here are some that immediately come to mind. For example, rural area, country or countryside. Opens recently. It means recently means new. News. Refurbished. Second, business functions. It means events, conferences, meetings. Spending 30 seconds doing this will focus your mind on some key vocabulary to listen out for. So, next one. Here is an extract from the recording for this question. Some of these words have not been used. Here is tape script of listening. Hearing the keyword, synonyms and related words will help you to follow and understand the information in the audio text and more easily identify the answers. Matching questions are very common in the IELTS listening exam. So, expect to get one in your test. Here is this type of questions usually appeared in the section 1 or 3, in which the recordings is a conversation between 2 or more people. The question will contain 2 sets of information and you have to match them. Now, here is the lesson includes question types, sample question, strategy and tips, practice questions, answers and vocabulary. Why do we need this one? Because it's easy to find the answers while listening. Matching questions come in several different forms. Here are a couple of examples from past papers. Next one. Here is also sample 1. In this example, you are given a list of hotel names and a list of features of hotels. You must listen to the recording and identify which hotels has feature. Now, did you understand, dear pupils? Step by step, I am explaining the keys and hints of listening skills. So, sample 2. Here is, you can see sample 2. You are given list of course options 21 till 25 and a list of choices the student could make about whether or not he will take the course. You must listen the recording and identify the decision the student makes about each course. My dear pupils, let's start the practicing listening because I explained you rules of listening and how many strategies we have learned today. So now it's time for practicing. Are you ready? Let's start. Before starting this listening practice test, you should pay attention to this table. Here is the first name and you should fill 1, 2, 6 questions. That's why you may copy out or note this application form. Are you ready? So let's start.
Yes, what can I do for you?
My friend is in homestay and she really enjoys it. So I'd like to join a family as well.
Okay, so let me get some details. What's your name?
My name is Keiko Yuchini.
Could you spell your family name for me?
It's Yuchini. That's Y-U-I-C-H-I-N-I.
The student's surname is Uichini, so Uichini has been written on the form. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 6.
Yes, what can I do for you?
My friend is in homestay and she really enjoys it. So I'd like to join a family as well.
Okay, so let me get some details. What's your name?
My name is Keiko Yuchini.
Could you spell your family name for me?
It's Yuchini. That's Y-U-I-C-H-I-N-I.
And your first name?
It's Keiko. K-E-I-K-O.
That's Keiko Yuchini. Okay, and you're female. And your nationality?
I'm Japanese.
Right. And could I see your passport, please?
Here it is.
Okay, your passport number is JO6337. And you're how old?
I'm 28 years old.
Now, you live at one of the colleges. Which one?
Willow College, room 21C.
Right, 21C Willow College. And how long are you planning on staying with Homestay?
About 4 months. Longer if I like it.
And what course are you enrolled in?
Well, I've enrolled for 20 weeks in the Advanced English Studies because I need help with my writing. And I'm nearly at the end of my first 5-week course.
Okay. Do you have any preference for a family with children or without children?
I like young children, but I'd like to be with older people. You know, adults, someone around my age.
Okay. And what about pets?
I am a veterinarian, so that's fine. The more the better.
Okay, dear pupils, I hope you have finished and now it's time for checking. Are you ready? Shall we check? Okay, dear pupils, let's check your answers. First one, it is Ki Aiko. Second one is 706337. Third one, 4 months. Fourth, advanced or English studies. Fifth one, children. Sixth, pets. Okay, did you check your answers? Are your answers correctly? Well done. You are very excellent pupils. Now our listening topics, listening theme, we have finished. I think you will read all these grammar rules, listening structures, and you will follow these advices, of course. Now, thanks for your attention. Don't forget to wash your hands. Goodbye.